And good afternoon. Welcome to Today at the Races, presented by Fidelity First. I'm your host, Stan Salter, along with Keith Fustel. Beautiful Saturday afternoon. We have a Big Ten race card to get to. You're right where you need to be to get ready for today. We have lots of videos and plays of the day to show you, but we had a big Friday. Bombs away early
Yep.
on yesterday. Congratulations. You had Annie Boo Boo on top at 25 to 1, coming off the layoff for trainer Kenny Cox and owner breeder Dr. Michael J. Harrison, president of the Maryland Horse Breeders. So big win for him. They're having their big yearling show tomorrow at Timonium. Beautiful ride by Angel Cruz, who had a 2-win day yesterday. But yeah, Annie Boo Boo, what she paid, 54.40.
54
Nice
and
pick.
change.
Congratulations. Hopefully you had a few bucks on
We had
her.
a couple bucks on
All
her,
right.
and Blind Squirrel, I guess, found a nut. But it was a race I thought was wide open. Took the shot. Horse had won off a similar layoff last year, and Cruz, I didn't expect her to be that close early, and when she was that close and she was able to tuck in and sit a little covered up, I felt pretty good leaving the far turn.
Yep.
I thought she would have some finish, confidently handled into the far turn and found a way out, and that was it. All she wrote. A little upset I missed the early pick 3. That paid really well. We liked the Carla Morgan horse. We were right around it all day. I think if you took the top 3 selections, our picks, you strung them along for that early pick 5, $6,000.
Yeah, so nice.
Yeah,
Nice
so it's
payout.
workable. It was workable. I thought it was an interesting kind of card. We have a late pick 5 carryover today
Right.
due to some of those just prices that strung along, and looking forward to today's card as well.
Yeah, a nice price in the feature yesterday. Magically Discreet, a Maryland bred with that big win against 2 other than Allowance Company. Tim Woolley having a big year. That was Jevion Toledo, a nice ride, $18 winner yesterday for Magically Discreet.
Really,
she won easy.
Really surprised she got away at that price. I had her aligned at 5. It was a closely matched field. I think the Rudy Rod horse that Trevor took a little bit more play than I thought. Magically Discreet, though, she's in razor sharp form. She got off a little bit slowly, relaxed, circled, and just drew away. I think preliminary number was like a 77.
All right, so that was a big win for her. Angel Cruz and Donnie Barr, they had a 2-win day yesterday. Let's show you what happened in the Stronach 5 yesterday. We had 2 legs of it here at Laurel Park. We started it off with a $12 winner that was Fed Up, Fired Up, right?
Yes.
Fed Up, Fired Up, 12.20. Laurel Park race 8 yesterday to kick off the Stronach 5. Then you had a $6 winner in the second leg at Gulfstream, another $12 winner in leg C here at Laurel Park race 10, then a $7 winner, $6 winner. They bet over 126,000 into it. You had 46 winning tickets, and there's the payout for a dollar winning ticket, a little over 2,400 for that Stronach 5 payout yesterday.
Very respectable payout. You had to work a little bit. Fed Up, Fired Up. Laid in there 5-1. Wildcat, and you had to maybe spread a little bit in that last race to catch that one. Our 2 legs of the Stronach 5, but man, that was a pretty strong payout. Nonetheless, looking at all those prices.
All right, well, so let's show you what's on tap for today. And guys, queue up the late pick 5 carryover after this as well, if you have the late pick 5 as well. But let's start with this. Well, no, I mean let's do the pick 6 first. So there we go. Thank you.
There we go.
All right, so this is the big one today. That starts race 5 on the Big Ten race program, a little shy of 22,000 for that pick 6. There was a live single on the favored yesterday for 25,000. So it pays to jump on in here. And it'll be well played today. They'll put about 10,000 or so into it. There'll be some live singles maybe for about 30,000 or so going into that final race. And let's show the
late pick 5. There you go.
That's going to be well played. I have a ticket today for both pick 5s. Late pick 5 with that low 12% takeout. That starts race 6. There's the carryover. That's a little shy of 6,200. So let's get right to it. Let's show you both tracks. We're fast and firm. It's beautiful. You see the flowers behind us. They're looking sharp. Fast and firm. What's the weather today, guys? We're in the 80s. Well, no, we're in the 90s. We're in the 90s. It's going to be warm today. Sunny, fast and firm, 110, first race.
You know one of my favorite meals?
What's that? Oh.
Ice cream and beer.
Ice cream and beer.
Okay,
yeah,
I
you
love
were telling
it.
me about the ice cream on the apron.
We've got ice cream on the apron today, so if you get a chance, head out just outside the clubhouse entrance, kind of closer towards the wire. Stop and get some soft serve ice cream. I know they've got some toppings, maybe some banana splits, and on a hot day like this,
Can't,
Go grab a little ice cream.
can't,
Maybe bring a little luck.
yeah, you can't beat a banana split at the races. You deserve a banana split there after
Yeah.
Annie Boo Boo. All right, let's see. I like some prices today. Let's get right to it. I need a score, man. I need a score.
Don't we all?
Let's take a look here. Race
All right.
one's going to start the rolling super high five with that low 15% takeout. No carryover in a super high five. That paid big yesterday in the last race. So, but we have it every race with 7 or more interest. So keep your eye on that throughout the day. Also, race one kicks off the popular early pick 5 with that mandatory payout, industry low 12% takeout. It paid $6,000 yesterday. Let's check my ticket out, a $36 ticket. Here it is. I go 4 deep in the opener. It's a maiden 10, going 6 furlongs on the dirt, big field. Get as much coverage in race one as you can. I'm 4 deep with the 3, 4, 7, and 11. So there's the rest of my ticket. I have a single in race 5. That's a nice first level allowance condition for filly mares 3 and up, going a mile and a 16th on the all along turf course. No rail setting for the all along. It's a 0 rail setting for the all along. Your 5-2 morning line favored there. The 4 Carnival Colors, who was second in a grade 3 at Woodbine last October on the synthetic. Now she comes off the long layoff, making her 3-year-old debut, making her turf debut. She gets first-time Lasix, Godolphin, Stidham, Russell. She'll be well bet. I pick her second. I'm going to go with the 3-1 shot, the 5 Mikado. I go with Mikado. She's an Artie Schiller filly for Chucky Lawrence. She has had a big win to break her maiden at Pimlico last out. She gets the bug boy Julio Correa, 115 to wait. So I go with the 5 Mikado, my key horse here on the early pick 5.
All right. Trying to dictate on the front end is Mikado, like she did on the stretch out first time going long. And talk about the turf course real quick. If you noticed yesterday, times were a little bit slower.
Okay.
I think they may have been watering this turf course a little bit more during the break, and rightly so. It's been kind of dry around here. Maybe a little bit more give into that turf course. So I just took note of that yesterday. So, a couple of those times, a couple seconds off from what we had the week prior.
All right, good stuff. We're on the all along and Dahlia turf courses today. Race 1, we showed you my early pick 5 ticket. It's a maiden 10, 3 and up, 6 furlongs on the main track. A Creepy the Crab special to kick off the opener. Creepy's got to hit the board here. He's going to run out of starts. He gets the bug today. Panero, he's hit the board before for owner trainer Nancy Heil. We all root on Creepy the Crab, and I go with the 7 on top here. The 7's going to be one of your favorites. Stacks Tenero for Mark Reed. Julio Correa, the bug, rides this horse. Good second last out with first-time blinkers. That was a lifetime best. So this horse is in good form right now. I think sitting on a win. I think he's sitting on a big one today for a barn who's been doing well.
Yeah, he'll take aim on the 11. Lowered Shore, once again, likes to be forward. Distance limitations for a lot of these horses, Stan.
Sure.
6 furlongs, it's pushing it. I think you've got to step in for a little bit of a price in here. Home of the Lombardi, the 3, the 7, they look like the horses to beat, but in no way, shape, or form are they standouts in this race. I'll go to a couple prices, the 4 and the 10. Picky. Took play every step of the way in debut on June the 9th here. Opened up with a lot of play, and the play just continued. Caught not the most comfortable of trips in between horses, just never picked it up around the turn when angle it out. First time gelding, though, today. Reported first time gelding for Picky. See if that money shows again. I'm going to think there's going to be an improved effort. Hammy second time out. Maiden second starts, it's pretty good. The 3-year-old, just straight 3-year-olds, that stat hasn't been good. But overall, a positive ROI with a percentage of about 20%. I'm going to throw the 10 in. Louis Trace, this is a horse caught my eye running a little bit late. Green early, drifted out a little bit into the turn after gate trouble. Extra ground is going to enhance this horse's performance by Louis Couture's. I think this horse is going to even be better on the stretch out. There's your price shot, the 10 Louis Trace in the opener. Let's try to blow things up.
All right, yeah, 15-1. Riaz, he had a win?
Ruiz had 2 yesterday. Both
yesterday
with Donnie Barr.
For Donnie Barr. All right, so, all right, well, Keith going for a price there in the opener. I'm on the favorite. I'm 4 deep there
All
in
right.
race 1. Maiden 10's wide open. Let's take a look here at race 2. You like the early pick 4. Let's see if you have some bombs on your early pick 4 ticket starting in race 2.
I'll throw a couple in here. I think we've got a couple okay prices. Get you started in race 2 with the 2 and the 7. They're the faves. Chalking it up. Third race, this 5. Don't leave off your ticket. El Bestia, I've got a little breeding note on her. 257 in race 3. Race 4, we're going to go 1, 3, and 4. Short field, but competitive field. A key scratch out of there. Scratch the 2's a rally. And in the 5th race, 1, 4, and 5. $27 ticket. Sometimes a little bit more than I like to go for an early pick 4, but there is some value in there, especially with that 5 horse in race number 3.
Yeah, Bestia, 15-1 on the 5 in race 3. All right, we'll get to the 3rd, but first, race 2's a nice 25,000 starter allowance. 3 and up, never won 3 lifetime. We're going a flat mile on the main track. This is a nice race. Scratch the 1. He's not curly. 6-horse field. I go with the 2 on top. We both have the 2 on top. Rough C. Nice claim here. Trainer Robbie Bales and owner John C. Kenworthy claimed the horse for $10,000. A big win first off the claim for maiden 25. Let's show you what Rough C did last out. Late May, going a mile here at Laurel against starter 2 Life.
Wow,
Here he is.
Yeah, second win in a row following the claim for $10,000.
Sure.
You know, you claim a horse for 10. The horse was beating a pole that day. What are you thinking? Horse be dropped? No, we're going to raise. And we're going to win a couple races in a row. Patiently handled this afternoon by Kevin Gomez. Going to shift out to about the 4 or 5 path, turning for home, responding to that left-handed encouragement, and just reels in the speed. There was no duel up front to set it. This horse did it on its own, really poised around the turn, relaxed, and kicked on to win with a Beyer, a lifetime best of an 81. Proven at this mile distance. Gets a little flow in here with the speed of On the Tap It Now. Bacoli, the Robert, even Vouch likes to be forward. I think the 2 and the 7 are going to be the beneficiaries of this pace. Wouldn't surprise me if Rough C makes it 3 straight. You wonder where Gomez is. Gomez looked up. He's at Suffolk today, riding a lot of horses up there.
All right, so we both have the 2 Rough C on top. You know, Trevor McCarthy's going to have that horse in his sights the whole way around there. He'll be coming late. He'll be a major factor on this 4-year-old son of Curlin for Mary Epler. My good man's been knocking on the door at this level the last couple races. He'll be right there. He'll be a big factor once again today.
Yeah, he needs a little bit more flow. He didn't have it last time. Freshened up, ready to rock and roll. I'm the Tap It Now, going to be my price user in the exactas and your tries. It's a little stat here for Damon Dilladovico. I'm the Tap It Now, just bit off a little bit more than he could chew first off of a layoff. That was a pretty salty field last time, but hey, moving back down in basically for a tag here, the 25. Last 3 years, dirt, 5 for 11, 45%, and 9 for 11 to money allowance to claiming. I'm basically calling this a 25 claimer stand, a little bit of starter. There's your ROI, 378. This horse was very, very game. 3 races back, going a mile, then another try, stuck down inside, going 6.5. I don't think he necessarily needs to lead. I think he can relax a little bit if these other horses want to go ahead and go shorter field. He'll work out a trip with Johan Rosado at a price, but going to be a 2 and a 7. They're going to be breathing down their throats.
And what do you make of Delacour's horse in here? The 6, Vouch, was 3rd in the Grade 2 Remsen a couple years ago as a 2-year-old. Only run, 3 times since then. He ran last May 8th at Delaware in a 8-horse field. An okay 3rd that day against First Level Allowance Company. Beaten favored that day. But he's run 2 big races this year with a 73 Beyer. Gets a little easier group today. He's in for a tag today, so it looks like Vouch for sale today for $25,000.
Looks kind of one-dimensional on paper. I think he's going to have to deal with Bacoli coming in for Farrier first off of a claim. We've seen Anthony do well with some of these horses, coming up from Churchill when they go ahead and go down and measure those horses and claim them and bring them here. But Vouch, it doesn't look like he wants. He showed a lot of promise early, and things just haven't worked out. It looks like.
All right, 2-7 all day there in race 2. That's who I use on my early pick 5. Here we go. In race 3, another big field on the turf, 5.5 furlongs on the Dahlia turf course, rail setting at 52 feet on the Dahlia. Maiden claiming 25,000, filly mares 3 and up. I go. I'm not the favorite here. Okay, you pick her second. She'll be right there. The 2 Freezing Waters. She's going to show speed from the inside with Pimentel aboard for trainer Mike Trombetta. Well, let's start with her first.
Okay.
4-year-old daughter, Freezing Fire. She's going to be a factor early and see how far she can go. She just ran a lifetime best 60 Buyer, wins second at this level last out. She went to the front and then weakened a little bit, but still a big second. So Pimentel going to have to use that speed from the inside once again today on the 2 Freezing Waters. We both try to beat the favorite here in race 3.
Yeah, you've got the firster, Judy Blue Eyes.
Yeah, McCarthy. Look at the gate works on this Cow Nation filly. I remember the dam here. Dr. Harrison campaigned this dam, Sassy Love. She was a stakes winner for trainer Casey Randall, I believe. And a series of gate works over there at Pimlico for this filly. You get McCarthy, so I'm sure McCarthy's been aboard for some of those works. I like the post position this filly gets. You pick her a little bit as well.
I'm going to throw her into the mix. You're talking about that damn Sassy Love. 10 for 14 in the money on the turf with a win. Two winning siblings here for Judy Blue Eyes. 1-1 on the dirt going long, 1-1 on the turf going long. So maybe a little bit more ground is in order, but I'm going to use this horse. Ann Merriman hasn't really struck with maiden claiming firsters on the turf. 0 for 16 over the last few years, but 4 for 16 in the money. Okay, so it gives you a little bit of hope. And you've got Trevor. The attraction of Trevor is big for the 7. I go to the 5, El Bestia for Chris Keller, trainer, looking for his first win of the year. Maybe going out on a little bit of a limb, but when I looked at the breeding, okay, by El Padrino out of a dam by the name of Stuttgart, this is a fool to introduce a filly that runs for Coltsneck, right, and Goldberg or Duarte that won an allowance here recently. So we know Introduce can handle sprinting on the turf. This horse she's in improved form right now. The 4-year-old dropping in for the tag. Based on breeding, the full SIP can do it. I'm going to give it a shot at double-digit odds.
She's by Al Padrino. She gets the X-Man Xavier Perez. She's in good form. She's been running well at Charlestown against maiden special weight. That's comparable to our maiden 25 here. So, all right, I go with the 10-1 shot on top.
No.
You go with the 15-1 shot on top. How about the favored Freezing Waters? She'll likely be in front turning for home. Could today be the day she keeps on going?
It might be. If you notice, a couple of these horses ran on the same day and the same rail setting. Freezing Waters went much quicker early, quicker final time. She is the one to catch. She's going to be forced a little bit early by Carson City Coin. I think the 8, Sunday Red, could be forward forcing the issue. I mean, she kind of gave up on her own last time. She's going to be a shorter price. I've got to go for a better value in race number 3. That's why I'm taking the 5, El Bestia. And Xavier Perez, I mean, he is red hot right now and winning at a good clip and winning at big prices.
We actually have a video on the 12. I use the 12 a little bit. Tai Chi from the outside. Let's show that real quick. Here's a debut, June 8th.
Well,
this was at Laurel, maiden 25,000. Tai Chi showed speed from the outside, broke from the 9-hole in a 9-horse field. There he is, second there, kind of in a duel on his left lead. But he's going to weaken a little bit and finish 4th. Only beaten a length. A useful debut. Showed some speed for Gary Capuano. Gary Capuano, 27% positive ROI from a small sampling. Second-time starters. Jorge Riaz will ride. This Noble Mission filly, she might get a nice trip if she can break sharp from the outside. She might get caught wide, though, around that far turn.
Yeah, it's interesting just based on internals. You check that again. But, man, June 8th, Freezing Waters, 22,244 and 4 on the engine. This Taishi, 23,146. Interesting. She's going to have to maybe make up a little bit more ground today, but certainly second out. Gary Cap is very capable with that angle.
All right, so nice big field there in race 3. We both have a price on top. Keith and I do. We had a big price. You had a big price winner in the 3rd race yesterday, so you're trying to do it again today in the 3rd. Good luck. Let's turn the page here. Race 4 kicks off the middle pick 4. It's one of our features of the day here. Race 4 is going 6 furlongs, second level allowance condition for filly mares 3 and up. Optional claiming 35,000. The 2 Zorley, who was your 5-2 or one of your favorites, was 5-2 morning line. The 2 Zorley is out. So the 1 She's a Chance 2 going to be your likely heavy favorite in here. We both pick against her. I go with the 6 here in race 4. Rumor Ridge, I think, just gets a nice trip on the outside with Caramano's trouble-free stalking trip on the outside. had a big 72 buyer with that win 2 starts ago against First Level Allowance Company. That was in a slot. Maybe that moved her up a bit, but she got a nice trip in a small field that day. And then an okay third at this level last out. She might have bounced a little bit in buyer speed. Figures if she can bounce back to a bigger number today around 72 or 74, that puts her right there. It's a what? We have a 5 with the scratch of the 2. It's a 5-horse field. So I just think Rumor Ridge gets a nice trouble-free trip on the outside today.
Yeah, Rumor Ridge, Timeless Treasure, Frigid Sister, all out of that 7-furlong race, which we had Ghouls Night Out at a good price that afternoon. Ghouls Night Out was able to dictate. They just didn't have the right kind of setup. They couldn't make an effective run into the pace that afternoon. Maybe today, Rumor Ridge, she's going to have to bring her A game if she's going to beat these horses. I do think she might be a little bit better on a wet surface, but hey, some questionable form, some sketchy form on some of these horses, Stan.
Sure,
When you really break it down, Madam Tiger, I think if she runs her best race, she's a winner. I mean, last time she ran at Laurel sprinting, granted 5.5, a 79 buyer, beating an X-Out winner in Super Echo. What's happened since? The barn's in a little bit of a lull right now, Claudio Gonzalez. Obviously, he can't stay at the clip that he once was
right
a couple months ago. But if she brings her top effort, I think Madam Tiger can be a forward factor all the way and squeak out a win. She's a chance, too, you have to use as well. Turf to Dirt, in for a tag. The last time she was in for a tag last year, she galloped. Jason Egan trying to get things rolling here at Laurel Park. Quality mare, I should say. I think she's a definite factor in race number 4.
All right, so nice one of our features of the day there in the 4th to kick off that middle pick 4. Let's get a break. We have 2 big carryovers to get to. Almost 22,000 in the pick 6 starting race 5. Almost 6,200 in the late pick 5 starting race 6. We'll check it out right after this.
When it comes to getting back in the game, there's only one team to turn to. The team more high school, collegiate, and professional athletes train and recover with. That team is MedStar Sports Medicine. For more than 30 years, MedStar has served as a leader in the diagnosis, treatment, and rehabilitation of orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Ranked among the top programs in the Maryland and Washington regions, we offer rapid access to athletes of all levels. Let the pros who treat the pros treat you. MedStar Sports Medicine.
All right, welcome back. Yesterday, going into the last race, there was a live single for a little over $25,000 to the favorite. The favorite didn't run any good yesterday, so nice carryover today in that Rainbow Six. Jump on in, it'll be well played. There's the carryover, a few bucks shy of $22,000. Starts in race 5. My co-host in the afternoon, Tim Tulloch, he has a ticket. Let's check it out real quick, see how he played it, and there it is, a $64 80-cent play. He has good coverage here in race 5, a big field going long on the turf. He goes with the 1, 3, 4, 5, and then he's 3 deep for races 6, 7, 8, 9. He's 3 deep. Then he has a single in race 10, the 2, Hot Sriracha, who's second choice at 2-1. You have a heavy favorite in there, the 9, Elusive Hero. But Tim goes against the favorite, goes with the second choice in race 10, the 2, Hot Sriracha, with the X-Man aboard for a Red Hot Barn, Rudy Sanchez Solomon. So, all right, pick 6 time. Let's check it out here in race 5. A first level allowance condition, filly mares 3 and up, a mile and a 16th on the all along. No rail setting on the all along. I go with the 5 on top here. Let's check out our picks. You have the 4 on top. So let's start with the 4. That's good. That's your 5-2 morning line favorite, Carnival Colors. Let's show you the video spotlight from last October up there at Woodbine. The Grade 3 Mazarine in the fog up there at Woodbine. She's the Bay Filly in the Godolphin Royal Blue, number 4. All right, she's going to get up for a big second this day. Good, strong finish. Oh. Just gets beat ahead. This was going a mile and a 16th on the synthetic. So she's had 3 starts, 2 at Arlington, 1 at Woodbine. We just showed you there in the Grade 3. They've all been on synthetic. She's run 3 big races, okay? Now Michael Stidham brings her off the long layoff. She's by Distorted Humor out of her Street Sense mare, a homebred for the Godolphin. This is coming off a long layoff, though. Stidham, 26% coming back off this kind of move. First time Lasix, first time turf. I pick her second. I think maybe she needs a race. We'll see if she likes the turf as much as she likes the synthetic.
Certainly looks like a quality filly, doesn't she, Stan? I mean,
Yep.
it ran big and was able to adjust. And, off the debut, tried 5.5, went and stretched out to gallop. It's not an easy thing to do. She followed up with a good try in that grade 3. And out of that race, that third-place finisher has come back to run quite well in some allowance races on the turf down at Gulfstream. So keying up against the right kind, all the positives there. The Lasix go on. You look back at the breeding, second dam. Delta Princess, multiple graded stakes winner going long on the turf, ran upwards of 106 buyer on the grass and made over 700,000. Quality family. I think she's going to be ready. They're cranking her up in the morning. She'll be ready to go in her return. She's going to have to run down a horse like Mikado. Had some speed. Jennifer's Dream might be in there as well, and also another sneaky horse, River Gal, stretching out should force the issue. I think we're going to have an honest enough pace. Look for the 4 Carnival Colors to come back in top form for Stidham, and the 1 Adult in the Room. All she's got to do is save ground, and I think she's going to inherit the place or even maybe a win here for Kelly Rubley. Caught wide the last 2 times. Last time was the first off of a layoff against an OK field at Pimlico. It's just a similar ride. McCarthy yesterday on that horse. What was the name of that horse? Just kind of saved ground, finished up and ran second. The horse was on the rail. The name's escaping me.
Out of the box, Rodney Jenkins?
No.
All right,
No, that's okay. But anyhow, just all adult in the room. Save ground the whole way. You'll be able to kind of make a run into it. 4158 for me. Text me a kiss. Is that user? Maybe it seems a little bit on the cheaper side, but man, razor sharp form right now. She's a different type of mare right now at the age of 6. She'll close in and grab a piece for your super.
Yeah, nice big field. So, you made me a little nervous there with that second dam stat here for Carnival Colors. She's well bred by Godolphin. You don't really hear too much distorted humor. Really not on fire, but he's a solid $50,000 sire down there in Kentucky out of a So, all right, Carnival Colors, well bred, drives the turf for the first time. Mikado going to try to go right to the front with the Bug Boy again, Correa?
I would think. I mean, he may have to relax a little bit if River Gal kind of goes out. So, and you've got Jennifer's Dream that was up forward on a softer course. It's really kind of hard to gauge her. I like the way Mikado won last time, though. I like that move, stretching out, was confidently handled, won under some pressure. But yeah, she'll be a factor. I think this 4 might be a special kind of filly.
All right, so nice allowance race here in race 5 to wrap up that early pick 5. Early pick 5 paid over $6,000 yesterday. It's a mandatory payout, low 12% takeout, and also race 5 kicks off the pick 6. Nice carryover today. So there'll be some live singles going into the last race for around 30,000 or something. Let's turn the page here. Race 6, another nice carryover for the late pick 5 today. It's almost 6,200. There it is, $6,187. Industry low, 12% takeout. I have a ticket for the late pick 5. Let's check it out. I hit the all button here in race 6. This condition here, the starter allowance, 2 life filly mares, short third. It's kind of a soft condition. I think it's a wide open condition. These fillies they're beating up on each other all the time. They change in form. So I hit the all button here in race 6. I don't think there's any standouts. I think they all have a shot here in race 6. So there's an 8-horse field, scratch the 1 in the 8, so only a 6-horse field in race 6. I'll hit the all button and hope for like a 6 or 8 to 1 shot to lead me off in the late pick 5. Nice starter allowance going long on the turf. Race 7, I go 3 deep there with the 6, 8, 10. Race 8, that's a nice feature of the day. A 3 other than allowance. Filly and mares going 5.5 on the dirt. Welcome home Crab Cakes, the Maryland bred filly. She'll be one of the favorites, second off the layoff today for Bernie Houghton. She didn't run well up there at Penn National last out. We'll see if Crab Cakes can do better today. Liz's Cable Girl is sharp. Haley's Flip is sharp. And I think the 7 Reality Queen could run a big number today, third off the layoff for Flint Stites. So I go 3, 4, 6, 7 in race 8. Then a couple singles, best bet of the day. The 9, the Great Provider, speed on the outside. He's a 4-time winner on the turf. Toledo, Wayne Potts. We have a video there on the 9, the Great Provider. He'll be tough. And then Cal Lynch with a popular favorite in race 10, the 9, Elusive Hero with McCarthy. Big drop, trying to get the win. Elusive Hero, I think, going to be a tough favorite in race 10.
All right.
Some nice races in this late pick 5. Let's check out race 6, going 6.5 furlongs, main track. Starter allowance, 25,000. Starter allowance, filly mares 3 and up. Never won 2 lifetime. Optional claiming 25,000. The 2, we both land on the 2 here. She's a handful. I love the cutback from 6.5 to a mile. If you have a horse that's around, like, say, a 7 furlong horse, it's a lot easier to cut back to 6.5 than it is for a, say, a 6 furlong horse like Jumping Michelle. The 6 stretching out to 6.5.
Yeah.
It looks like they want longer, but the 2, She's a handful, just going to be dead fit, cutting back from a mile to 6.5 today.
And you really don't. The key or the first thing, you don't know what to make with the morning line favorite Vampish. Was that just an aberration? It was first time in the barn.
Four horse
field, sloppy surface. Just kind of got the lead and said, "See you later" at Delaware. As we've seen that plenty of times before. That speed just is dangerous up there, kind of a little bit sometimes like a conveyor. But Abel, he's done a very good job here as a trainer. Hard to leave out. I think she's going to get pace pressure. I like the way Crossing Valley ran last time out when switched from the turf to the dirt. Just doggedly through the stretch. Just wore down the leader. Looks like extra ground is going to be okay for her. She's meant to sprint on the dirt. But I agree with you. I like the 2. She's a handful, cutting back in distance. Tony Ferrier, 4 for 19 first off the claim with fillies and mares the last couple of years, 21% with an ROI of 289. That's a strong move. And the 6, Jumping Michelle. We've got a video of her. You're right, Sam. Maybe she's going to flatten down. She took some trouble last time on June the 7th. We're going to see this break. Gets in a little bit of trouble, then shuffles back around the 4.5 furlong marker. We're going to try to pick that trouble up. Heading past the 5/8, going to the 4.5 right there. You saw that. Just had to steady ever so slightly. Going to move up. So Jumping Michelle recovered, made a wide run, and flattened out just a little bit late. Foggy Dreams has come back to run well. Here we go through the stretch. Pretty willing to the wire. Didn't gain a ton on the winner, but got by a couple horses that were fading. So is she really going to sustain? But she has a win at a mile, Stan. Maybe she can at 6.5. Just keep churning along to get it done. 2, 6, 4, 3. Let's go to the 7th. I know we're running a little short on time.
Foggy Dreams came back a good second, and that started 3 life.
Yes, it did. Yep.
All right, we have 2, 6, 4, 3 all day there in race 6. All right, late pick 4 action in race 7. Big field going a mile and a 16th on the Dahlia Turf Course rail at 52 feet. Let's see, 25,000 starter allowance, 3 and up. Never won 3 lifetime is the condition. You have the 12 on top. Let's start right there. The 12 Family Tree, 5-1 morning line is going to come down. We had a scratch on the 11 Boundary Pass. Let's show you the video spotlight of this 4-year-old by Galileo. Here's his last win at Pimlico.
Galileo, pretty good horse, huh?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Family Tree was caught in between horses, a little bit tight at the break. We're going to catch this horse highlighted at the start, bounced around, steady there at the break. But I tell you, Sheldon did a really, really good job of getting this gelding to relax. Kind of got him back to that closing tactic and is really going to make a strong run through the final 3/16 of a mile. And that bigger field of 10 here at Pimlico on Black-Eyed Susan Day. Family Tree now going to work to the outside. Look at this, swinging about 5 or 6 wide past the 3/16. Loose leader, but leveling off, under strong handling. Family Tree to get up. Just hit the wire, beat Joe's Bowcat. Maryland Pride has come back to run okay. This race 7 is filled with plenty of speed, Stan. Some middle horses want to make some middle move. I think this race is going to go to that last surge. I think it's going to be Family Tree right back at you with a barn that can win. Next out winners, they come back, 32% with an RI of over $6.
Yeah, well, it's cool to see this horse run here. But, yeah, you mentioned Galileo. He's the world's leading sire. He's above Tappet. Tappet's the leading sire in America. Galileo, he's the leading sire in the entire world. So nice job, Howling Pigeon Farms and Jerry O'Dwyer to get this 4-year-old in your barn. I just think he might get caught a little wide on this first clubhouse turn, a little wide on the far turn. He'll be right there. He'll be coming late. If he gets beat, he might be getting beat like a half a length or 3/4.
Just a little too late, fall a little short. Yeah.
It's going to be maybe a 3, 4, 5 horse blanket finish at the end here. I go with the price play of the day. I get Trevor McCarthy and Jamie Ness. 6-1 is going to come down with a scratch of Boundary Pass, but maybe I can still get 4-1 on Let's Go Mick, a big second at this level, 2 back on a yielding turf course at Pimlico, and a good third last out on a firm turf course at Pimlico. Had to come 5 wide that day, turning for home. But it's been right there, and I think McCarthy gets a good trip today on the 8. Let's go, Mick. You go against them all together.
Yeah, I just think that a mile and 16th. In a mile, I'd like him a little bit better. I think Trevor is going to work out a trip with him and make a move. Kenny is going to have enough to hold off these late charges of the 12, Family Tree, the 9, Broker's Reward, who ran well in turf debut, following a little bit of trouble at the upper stretch. Elementary, I think, is going to love the pace flow of this race. You've got Atlantic Sun, Charlestown rider, coming in with speed. Bunster wants to go to the front, coming off a 5/8 race. Cannon's Roar off a 5.5, I think, is going to get first run. Will he be able to sustain and hold off the close? Highly competitive race is race 7. I just think Family Tree will drop in, save ground, and surge late. 12, 9, 5, 6, looking for some prices underneath. I think Broker's Reward is going to escape at an okay price.
All right, well, what do you make a cabinet pick real quick? Ran lights out two back with a 79 buyer and then a big bounce last out at Pimlico.
Yeah, what's he going to do? He's going to have to revert back to that rating tactic, I think, Stan. The race that he ran down at Gulfstream back in February. And is that going to be good enough for him to hold on late?
All right, we're having too much fun with these big fields on the turf. Let's move along here. Race 8's going to kick off the final pick 3 of the afternoon. 5.5 furlongs on the main track is a feature of the day. A 3 other than allowance condition. Optional claiming 50,000. Filly mares 3 and up. Crab Cakes on the comeback here, but we both go against Crab Cakes. You go against her altogether. I don't blame you. We both go with McCarthy in the 3. Liz's Cable Girl for Patrick McBurney. A big win last out. Late May coming off the layoff up there at Parks.
Yeah, and I think you're looking at this race again as a setup, visually trying to see it. Liz's Cable Girl, if she wants to be, she is the speed of the speed. Maybe she'll let the one Baby Boss go ahead and go. But look at this record. 17 starts, kind of a lightly raced 5-year-old. 11 wins in 2/3. She comes back. She doesn't necessarily need the lead. Beats the next out winner. I like her at this distance. I think she came back in form. I think she's going to fire back. Just question marks on a horse like Crab Cakes. I feel kind of bad not putting her in the mix. You know, I've been a fan of hers a long time. She owes me no money. Liz's Cable Girl, I think you're going to get an okay square price on her too. You know, maybe 5-2, 3-1. Looking for another horse to use, you have to use Haley's Flip. Haley's Flip likes Laurel Park. She's back at it after a couple tries, one at Pimlico, one at Delaware. We've got video, right, of that April 19th race. At the 5.5 furlong distance. This is over a good course that day, but was able to kind of overcome a 3 to 6 wide trip and go ahead and get the job done on the 19th. I tell you, Haley's Flip, she's been steady as she comes. Another one owes us no money, Stan. Look at what she made, over 300,000 now.
Almost 400,000.
Yeah, and look at this run. Shifts out, a determined surge. She'll get a little speed to run at today, and I think the key is back at Laurel Park here for Gary Cap. Even Adios and the other Gary Cap I'm going to use in the mix. But Weston Hamilton, boy, he surely knows this mare.
Yep, and Weston with a nice win yesterday on that Grand Motion first-time starter. It's a Taurus Del Paine.
Yep.
An impressive winner yesterday. All right, so we're real quick. Stay on race 8. We both have a 3-6 on top. Don't feel bad about leaving Crab Cakes out. Well, what was she doing up at Penn National last time? The trainer's family bred the horse. You get the Maryland bred bonuses when she runs in Maryland. She's won 7 times here at Laurel. They take her out to Ohio, Penn National. What are they doing?
Yeah.
So finally Crab Cakes gets back to where she's supposed to run, right here in Maryland at Laurel Park, but she threw a clunker last out up there at Penn. Maybe she realized that she wasn't supposed to be running up there.
Well, that and the race back in December is a little bit of a concern here for the 5-year-old mare by Great Notion. Oh, boy, what a career she's had, though.
Sure, yep. All right, so nice big feature of the day there. Race 8 to kick off the final pick 3. Here we go, race 9 to kick off the late daily double. 5.5 furlongs on the all-along turf course, claiming 16,000. 3 and up, wide open, 16,000. We have a video. You don't use them at all here. All right, the 9, the Great Provider, is going to be one of your favorites here. Let's show you his last race. So this race is on the turf today, race 9, but let's just show you the good form that the Great Provider's in. He has challengers all around him, inside, outside, coming late on the outside. Doesn't matter. The Great Provider repels them all. A strong win, 77 buyer. He's won 3 in a row. This 8-year-old's never been in better form right now. He's made over 350,000. So his last 3 wins have been on the dirt, but he's a 4-time winner on the turf as well. He's made over 100,000 on the turf. He's run an 87 buyer before on the turf. So now speed on the outside with a good turf rider like Toledo. The 9, the great provider, going to be able to control the early pace here and see if he can go wire to wire.
Pretty much a warrior. We call him a man upstairs. This horse just, look at his record of late. He worked himself back up off of the nickel condition races and just stringing win after win after win after win. My biggest concern, why the turf? I know this horse has run well on the turf, but why? I mean, he's just rolling right along on the dirt. He's in such good form. There is other speed in this race. He's going to have his running shoes on, and I think he's going to get caught up in the pace flow. Maybe he goes ahead and clears and wins again and proves me wrong. That's fine. He's going to be a shorter price. I got to go for value. Hammy Smith, this horse wants to sprint. I ain't never. Was caught wide going long. Gets a perfect setup again like he did 2 races back at Pimlico. I think he closes with a rush to get up. Don't leave out Spearhead or the 1 Delta Outlaw. Even Finbar as a blow-up kind of horse. I mean, look at the speed in this race. The 1 likes to be close. The 3 likes because we know Tricky Lion, if he breaks better, is going to be on the front end. Golden Emperor has speed. Bold Thunder, the old guy, he wants to go to the front. Court and a Song and the Great Provider. It's going to be hot and heavy. I'm going for a couple closers in race number 9.
All right, so nice turf sprint there to kick off the late daily double. Here we go, race 10, 6 furlongs, main track, claiming 8,000, 3 and up, never won 3 straight 3-year-olds is the condition. The 9 scratched the 5 Great Nation, the 7 Bobo Jones, and scratched the 8 Cash Exchange. So the 9 Elusive Hero, who's a big dropper for Cal Lynch and Trevor McCarthy, 8-5 morning line with the 3 scratches. What we have now a 8-horse field. So this horse probably going to be about 6-5. We're taking a big drop today. We both have them on top.
Yeah, the 9 and the 2. Stan, I think they're going to be really close when it's all said and done at the windows. I think the edge of Elusive Hero, I just think he's more or less a sprinter, where Hot Sriracha, I know he's got races on the bottom of the page. I think he might be a little bit better suited going long. He's going to have to chase maybe a little bit quicker pace with higher purpose in here, the 4-horse. He's going to show good speed as well. I think Elusive Hero. Turf to dirt, great angle, good percentage here for Cal Lynch teaming up with McCarthy. Can sit just off the speed and get first run and try to hold off a horse like Hot Sriracha. Your closers to use, the 6 Ticker Tape Parade and the 10 Wilco's Golden Eye in the nightcap.
All right, 9-2 exacta all day long there in race 10. That's it. We're out of time.
Yeah.
Big 10 race card today features beautiful weather, bunch of big fields on the world-class turf course. That carryover in a pick 6, almost 22,000. That starts in race 5. Nice carryover in that late pick 5, almost 6,200. That starts in race 6. Good luck with your long shots.
Yeah,
you have another long shot.
Yeah.
In race 3, you had a big one yesterday. Good luck today.
Well, our job here is, and especially with the newer fans, if you see on those 4 horses on the bottom that we're giving out, a horse that's anywhere 6, 8, 10 to 1, always bet a couple bucks to win on them. Cool. You would have had Carla Morgan yesterday at a price. So use those horses. That's what makes it fun. You don't have to just bet one horse. You can spread around a little bit and turn a little bit into a lot. That's the beauty of this game. And don't forget, ice cream out on the apron.
That's right. I'm going to have to check that out.
I think I'm going to hit that on the way back up to the press box.
Ice cream for lunch. All right, good luck. Dave Robbins coming up next with scratches and changes.
Good luck.